All right, Mr. Benson, do you want to go to prison?
No, ma'am.
Then why are you not doing what's required?
I've been doing everything they asked me to do.
But why didn't you submit to the drug testing?
Did everything I could.
No. They said, and you just pled true to not testing. Why didn't you test?
Hear me, yo. Watching how them opera boys get sentenced. You know how the fuck's going on, man. Y'all boys tuned into that Oouchie court watch. Well, we taking it straight from the jail cell to the judge. Hear me?
All right, who is here on Ronnie Benson? All right, is this a motion to revoke?
Yes.
All right, can I have a motion to revoke stamp, please? And are you both parties ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, John.
Yes, John.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 8253W State versus Ronnie Benson. Can I have parties announced, please?
Andrew Harrison, stay.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Benson.
And are you Ronnie Benson? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, but I couldn't read it because I didn't have my reading glasses. So
Oh,
he explained it to me. But I told him, I said, I already been tried on this case.
no, you have not. So what has happened is you're on probation for driving while intoxicated third or more. And there are conditions that are set for your probation. So technically you pled to the DWI. So that's not what you're here for today. You're not here for a DWI from 2020. What you're here for is they're saying that while you were on probation, you did not do something or you violated some condition.
Yes, it was my doctor. He changed my medicine and I came up.
No. Here's the thing. That doesn't address these issues because none of these allegations in the motion has anything to do about your doctor. It has different conditions. So what's going to end up happening if both parties are ready to proceed, the state is going to read what they said you did not do. You're going to enter a plea of true or not true, and then I'll make a decision. Do you understand? All right. So are you the same Ronnie Benson who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 8253W for the offense of driving while intoxicated third or more on August 27, 2020 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Offered about the 17th day of March 2025 in Kirk County, Texas. The defendant, Ronnie Benson, is in there about to submit to the testing as directed by the court / supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation obligation.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, John.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 6 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Amend conditions. Deny the motion. Amend conditions for weekly UAs for 30 days, followed by monthly thereafter. Intensive outpatient with PCC SCD and documented sober support readings as recommended by TAB.
All right. So what has he done on probation?
Judge, he has been, aside from those violations, he has been compliant to a substantial amount of the conditions. He is, for all practical purposes, not employed where he's paid with money. He's paid with by giving him a place to live and kind of like room and board. That's how he gets paid, and he gets SSI of $900 a month. So that's what he's behind in payments, but that's his economic situation. Most of the, aside from those allegations, Judge. He has a bunch of tests that are negative. And we're asking that the court agree with the recommendation and give him those conditions and place him back on regular supervision.
Probation?
Judge, Mr. Benson was in drug court from May of 2021 to March of 2023. Completion of that program, he did the DWI intervention. He has gone through one round of outpatient treatment. He's finished his victim impact panel. He was on the transdermal alcohol monitor. He finished that. He did the required sober support meetings. He has completed most of the terms of his probation. It's just the with these slight violations.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Tony Benson,
All right, Mr. Benson, do you want to go to prison?
no ma'am.
Then why are you not doing what's required?
I've been doing everything they asked me to do.
But why didn't you submit to the drug testing?
Did everything I could.
No. They said, and you just pled true to not testing. Why didn't you test?
I probably didn't have a way,
Did you call somebody and say, I don't have a way to come in to test?
I believe I told the judge.
No. Because I'm the judge. You didn't tell me.
Oh, I thought it said before.
All right, but you've completed drug court. That's why you're back here. You're back here and your case was not, usually they will terminate your probation when you complete drug court. But the reason why they didn't in your case is because there is no early termination for DWIs.
That's right.
So
But I did everything they asked me.
they asked you to submit a UA and you didn't. So my question is, why didn't you do that?
I probably didn't have a way, or I didn't have the money.
Did you call somebody?
I called, well, not here, I didn't. But when I was in drug court, I did.
All right, probation, what are you all asking for?
Judge, this is state educated amended for weekly UAs for 30 days, monthly thereafter into outpatient treatment and documented sober support.
How often are you doing sober support meetings before you were taken into custody?
I was just doing probation and doing UA and reporting every month.
All right, so here's the thing. When you're on probation and you have a drug or alcohol problem, you have to stay vigilant. Otherwise, you're going to backslide. And it starts by missing a UA and not telling somebody about it, not picking up the phone and giving them a reason why you may not be able to make it. And then the next thing you know, you look up and you're back where you were before. And that's what's happening to you. Now, if you want to go to prison, I will send you to prison today for 2 years. You'll be done. You'll get credit for any time that you successfully completed inpatient treatment. Otherwise, you're going to finish this probation. What would you prefer?
Stay free.
All right, there's going to be intensive outpatient treatment, 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And there will be regular UAs, and he's to continue with ignition interlock until further notice. Yes.
I don't know that it has interlock. I see that it has a portable device.
Do you have a vehicle?
I have a vehicle, but it's not running.
All right, you need to provide proof of that. And with an affidavit of non-driving and proof of an operable vehicle, then he can do the portable monitoring device until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court? You better do better. And remember all of the tools that you have been given to not backslide. You understand? People, places, and things, and you have to take accountability. All right? All right, good luck to you in this court. If you need something, you can call probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back. All right, where's it? All right, sorry, I know. All right, so here's what the court doesn't understand. There's a new number 1 and there are 2 violations of condition number 41. So why are y'all not proceeding on those violations?
Not aware of why that's, Judge. I was just instructed by the attorney assigned to this case that they just wanted to withdraw the MTR and hold off on proceeding before that new number 1 was ready, since that would probably be the strongest basis to argue for revocation.
Well, you all need to confer because he has a violation of conditions number 41. That means that if those are true, that's something that needs to be done because obviously if that was true, there's something wrong with his UAs, maybe, I don't know. And he's on probation for driving while intoxicated. So do y'all want to talk to probation about that?
We have a little bit, Judge,
Okay.
about potentially altering and amending.
Well, is the defense in agreement to altering and amending?
Judge, we've talked about altering, amending and adding a couple of conditions.
And what would those be?
ISP, service support meetings, potentially GPS if he is able to bond that. I think the bonds are fairly high on his new cases. But while I think that's unlikely, we put a few conditions in place for that.
Probation? Oh, I'm sorry. So they're saying that they want to withdraw the motion. And they're saying ISP and,
I just don't know that felony drug court will take him back at this point, Judge.
oh, no, they're not.
Right, so I did recommend GPS, intensive supervision, sober support meetings. And the IVR hotline.
And Judge, he does have the ignition interlock and has had it.
All right.
The other, I'm just handing that to you, Judge. The other, when he submitted other UAs, Judge, there's other 2. So I believe there are 4 total that he submitted, and 2 of them were negative and 2 of them were diluted. So it was negative, dilute, and then negative.
And I'm not aware of any ignition interlock violation.
I'm not aware of any either, Judge.
All right. So you're asking that the motion to be withdrawn, and of course, the court can't proceed if nobody's presenting any evidence. And the alter and amend, so withdraw motion, alter and amend to include, so are y'all requesting full GPS?
Yes.
One of the conditions, should he make bond, is partial, and we would be asking for partial.
For what purpose? Partial for?
He has employed, Your Honor.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do full GPS. Once he provides proof that he's employed, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so there'll be full GPS, waive fees. ISP, and how many sober meetings, probation? All right, there'll be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Is there anything else, probation? Just continue with ignition interlock. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No.
Anything else from either side?
Judge, I'll just ask, are the 90 meetings Zoom or is that in person?
He can do that by Zoom. I believe they have Zoom. If they don't, just let probation know and we'll figure something else out.
Is that possible to do while he's in custody?
No,
Okay, so
it's gonna have to be when he's, well, I will tell you this. I take that back. I said no too quickly. At the jail, they do have classes that they can take that the court will find acceptable to the 90.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Excused?
Yes,
Thanks, Judge.
you're welcome.
Watch, we're on the scene. Truths unravel, and what does it mean? In the halls where stories clash, Oouchie court watch quick as a flash.